Listening to Polo G's new album recently. Yo, what is up? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Marshal Kramer Show. The Marshal Kramer Show is the world's most serious, silly show. I say that because I don't know anything. I don't know anything about anything. Is life serious? Is life silly? I literally don't know. I think most of it is up to ourselves. What's going on? What's popping? What's letting loose? I'm just trying to get back into it. It's been a while. It's been about 2 months. I said I took a break before. Because this is the third version of the show. You know, I always feel like I have to reiterate because, you know, there are the six people who listen to it regularly. You know, you guys listen to it, so you guys know what's happening. But the other people who tune in, you know, the other 2 to 3 random people a week who tune in, you know, it's the first time they've ever seen the Marshal Kramer Show, so they need to know what's going on. And this is the third rendition of the show. And I said after the second rendition that I was never going to take such a long break again, and yet here I am in the same situation. Here's what happened. I need to catch you up with life, and I'm doing it in an entertaining way. And guess what? My life is entertaining because, like, I don't know. Maybe I do it to myself. But here's where we're at, right? It's been 2 months. It was actually the day before 420. It was April 19th. It was the last time that I posted one of these podcasts, and it was the Jake Paul versus Ben Askren fight review was my last post. And here we are. About 1 week post Logan Paul versus Mayweather fight. It was last Sunday, so it is 1 week post. So that's crazy because, like, here we are 2 months later, same brothers, same different fights, and we are, oh my God, we're 1 day past the TikTok fights. Guys, whoa. Whoa is all I'm going to say. I'm going to say whoa because I was blown away by the absolute boringness of that existence, of that fight. That you guys saw my eyes and saw my unenthusiastic personality and vibe towards the whole Jake Paul fight two months ago. I didn't watch the Logan Paul and Mayweather fight, and I didn't watch the TikTok fight because I was so pissed at that Jake Paul fight. I told you. I actually wouldn't have bought that fight if Frankie didn't decide to buy that fight. Why would you ever waste your money on fights like that? Frankie spent $50 on that. You know what $50 is? I know it varies upon states, but like $50, man, I'm going out. That's, for me, because I'm a frugal guy, that's like 2 nights out. That's a whole weekend of nights out, dog. Drinks and cheap appetizers. That's a whole weekend of drinks and cheap appetizers. And this motherfucker spent that on one stupid ass fight. And so did all these other people, I would bet. Because actually, I did hear that they're kicking my feet up. I did hear that there was a decent undercard before the Floyd and Logan Paul fight. As to be expected because it's Floyd fucking Mayweather. But this TikTok fight was absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to play a little bit of my boxing skit right about now. They say arrogance is needed on the way to the top. Delusional. Ill-equipped. That's what the haters say. But tonight, they'll see.
Watching this?
Because that skit applies to, you know, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and even, especially this Bryce Hall kid. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and Bryce Hall. What the fuck? I just can't do it no more. I'm out of it. So anyway, beyond that, that's what's happened fight-wise. Now we're on to my life. Dude, in these last 2 months, I have graduated college, not graduated college, graduated college, have not graduated college. And in 1 month, I'm going to graduate college. So that was a big reason why I took such a big break, because I was like, for a while, I was just like chilling and like trying to finish the last weeks. And I was a little lazy, but I was like, oh, I'm just going to put all my focus towards these next few classes, these next few projects, these next few assignments, these next few tests, just so I can get the fuck out of here, because god damn it, did I want to get the fuck out of here. I don't know if anyone else relates with it, but like senioritis is such a real thing. I really had it. I had senioritis junior year of high school, but I had senioritis sophomore year of college. I wanted to get out. I love my life. I love the structure of my life. I love the direction my life is going in. And I saw that since I was 19, since sophomore year. And I really just wanted to get out and get towards this. And so I was so excited. So anyway, so the first 2 weeks I was just so busy with finishing classes, finishing assignments. I was lazy. Those first 2 weeks were unacceptable. All of these were unacceptable, but those first 2 weeks were absolutely unacceptable. I was just too lazy. I just screw it. I shouldn't get to a podcast. I should just focus on school. So finally, beginning of week 3 comes, and I'm like, all right. I'm back on it. I've graduated college now. I spent those last 2 weeks. I focused, blah, blah, blah. XYZ, good. Everything's good. Let's live life. Then I get some sort of message. Oh, what was it? No, it wasn't a message. I think it just chilled for a while. So I chilled for the beginning of week 3. So the first 5 days, I absolutely just chilled. Monday through Friday, I'm like, dude, I'm graduated. Let's just kick it up like we're doing, right? Let's smoke a joint, let's crack a bod, and let's just chill, dude. Let's just let the pontoon fly, and let's just have a good time. Next thing you know, Saturday comes around, let's say, and I go, you know what? Before I delete all my bookmarks, before I delete all of my college bookmarks, my library bookmark, for my college it's D2L, but I know a lot of people have Blackboard. It's something like that, right? So where all my homework is, and then delete the bookmark to my college's homepage. I'm like, let me just check my degree audit, which is basically it's a checklist upon what you need for all your requirements. I know there's a bunch of different things that other colleges have, but my college was a degree audit. And everything was checked. Literally everything was checked, all green. All of the requirements, all of my minor classes, all of my major classes, all of my undergrads, blah, blah, blah. The only thing that became red, which is a week after I thought I graduated, the big circle, the pie chart that had 120 credits, which you need to graduate, it says 117. So 117 green and 3 are red. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, you know what? I might have checked it too early. Maybe the grades haven't came through. Maybe there's a professor that is just a little bit slow. Those fucking professors oh, I'll get to it, The professors that fucking make you get on your ass about turning in all the project and assignments, but when it comes time to grade, they're just mosey-losey bagozy. So fuck those professors, because I was thinking that's these professors that I had. So then I decide to look back, and I see all the grades are in, I thought. So then I decide to message my advisor, what's it called? My graduation advisor, the one who instructs me down the line to make sure everything's in line. And she goes, oh yeah. Oh, this is what she says. No, I forgot. It's been so long. I'm so mad. Right? This is what she says. She goes, oh yeah, it looks like it. She's like, it looks like you are actually 3 credits shy. And then we figured out, pause, I'll get back to what she says, but pause, we figured out in that time that the reason I'm 3 credits shorts is because I was going to have a major in community health, a minor in communications, and then I was going to actually get the certificate in communication within healthcare context. But as the spring semester rolls around, and this next communication class, which I needed to finish this certificate, but it wasn't anything outside of what I needed. So I didn't do any extra classes except this class. I needed every other communication class to get my minor, and I needed every other health class to get my major. But this one class was extra, and as the semester class rolled around. The first day comes, and we're doing the Zoom class, and the teacher goes, yo, I want to give everybody a warning. This is all today is. You know, first days are blah, blah, blah. They're about the syllabus and looking at the bitch's tits. Come on. It's about checking out the scope. It's about seeing where you're going to sit. It's about seeing whether you're going to, am I going to pursue or am I going to run and really do? Baby, you know what I'm saying? That's the life that I live. I live the 100 or the 0. I live the all or the none. I live the set. That's what I live in life. Okay? So yes, because here folks, I understand exactly where I'm at. I know the exact point that I'm at, and I know exactly what I'm saying, and I'm going to get back on track in about 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Exactly what I was saying earlier was about the fact that the matter of and everything of the existence of and the refabrication of the rendition of the refrigerage is the fact that here's the thing, guys. I'm a genius. Okay? And I don't know if you guys have read that yet. You guys have read how much of an intellect I am, right? You guys are like, this guy's read Mein Kampf before, right? This guy's been in philosophy classes. He might just be a philosophy professor. We don't know. He's so smart and everything. So that's just all I'm trying to say here, and within anything I'm doing, within itself. What's that Hulu thing? It's like Brian Berkinson's Within Itself. It's an amazing show within itself. And here's what I'm going to say is, this is exactly where I want to get is I want to get back on track. And I want to bring myself full circle. I want to do a 360 on this bitch, and I want to bring it around to exactly what I was saying. So basically what I was saying, this is 47 minutes later. Basically what I was saying is the first day came around and that communication teacher said, hey, I'm going to be honest with y'all. This first day is about the syllabus, doing those other things, and getting you guys to realize that this class is not an easy class. If you're looking for a class to skate by, if you're looking for a class to just, to fill an extra credit, blah, 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 all these different things, this class is not it. She's like, this class is vigorous. She's like, that's what she said. She said, this class is vigorous. This class is going to be hard fucking work. And if you want to, if you want to skate by, this is just not it. And she's like, this class is hard enough being face-to-face with you and then being able to, sit with me afterwards and talk about all the different assignments, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I've never done this class remotely before because, here we are with COVID situations. I mean, I guess she had to the year before towards the end, but we did get to all start our spring semester 2020 for a little bit, and then it was around like spring break time when that fucking COVID hit shit. That COVID shit hit. Anyway. So here she comes, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to drop this shit. I'm going to drop this class and just whatever. So I dropped that class, right? And then weeks before was when I talked to all my advisors. I said, everything in line, degree audit-wise, all these classes, I will graduate, right? And they give the double thumbs up. They go, absolutely, with all these classes, you got it. But I didn't think when I dropped the class, weeks later, that was what affected it, because I knew that was an extra class. That was what was rolling through my mind. It was like, that was an extra class. It didn't matter. And it didn't matter in terms of getting a major and getting a minor, but it did, I thought it just mattered in terms of getting that certificate. I said, screw that certificate. I don't want it. But it did actually matter in terms of my credits, which I just didn't think about it, because it basically counted as an elective for me. But, here I am. So now I got a class coming up here on June 28th to July 29th. They got a 4-week class, but it's a 150 class. This class is a 450 class. So let's back the fuck up to a 150. That's where I'm more at right now, because I'm checked the fuck out, bruh. I'm checking out, and I'm checked the fuck out. Because I'm checked out, I've just been checking out, you know what I'm saying? So I need to be in line in terms of that. So yeah, I have graduated. Right behind me, I can see it. It says, "Congratulations, Marshal, class of 2021." I got my medallion token. I got my pennant, and the I don't have the diploma yet because that won't come till this summer. But I got the diploma, not the diploma holder, but it's like a plaque type certificate thing. It's some bullshit. Whatever. I got it. So that was been my life. So that depressed the hell out of me. That was week 0 to 2 was bullshit. Week 3 and 4 was depression. And then upon week 4, which is maybe we're now on week 8, so these last 4 weeks, it's just been routine. Week 0 to 4, I didn't do podcasts, so I said I don't do podcasts anymore. So 4 to 8, why do a podcast? I just don't do podcasts. But I tried. I fucking tried. I don't know what it is about the human mind. We just don't want to do what we don't want to do. Whatever we want to do, we tend to give into it. If we're laying in bed the night before, we set an alarm for 6:30. Then, the morning comes, 6:30 comes, we lay the fuck in. Alarm rings, we lay in. Alarm rings again at 6:37, we lay in. Alarm rings again at 6:44, we lay in. Alarm rings again at 6:51, we lay in. Alarm rings again at 6:58. We go, fuck, we got to get the fuck to work. I don't get it. We just give in to our impulses. I do get it. But do I though get it? I don't know. It's like we understand the how, but we understand a lot of the hows about the brain, but we don't understand a lot of the whys, because the whys kind of tie into philosophy and also religion. We kind of understand exactly why. This is what I'm trying to say. We understand the purpose of work for a human being beyond gaining currency and money in order to pay for your living, right? Work provides meaning. Work provides purpose. We understand that how. We can see it. We can observe it through thousands, millions, and absolutely billions of people. We can see it day to day. Work provides meaning and purpose. However, we don't understand why work provides meaning and purpose. We can hypothesize. We can absolutely hypothesize, like strongly educated guess. Like work provides a creative outlet. Work provides, accomplishing tasks. Work provides blah, blah, blah. And we could just hypothesize, boom, that has to be why work gives us meaning. But we don't know. And that's why I'd like to say that shit. And that's why you shouldn't listen to anybody. And you should watch the previous episodes of the Marshal Kramer Show, Willfully Optimistic and Happy Campers. But I did do a lot of it in those episodes, but I want you to know that I never really meant you. Whenever I said you, like you have to do this or you did this, I was talking to myself. I was basically using this camera as a mirror. Don't listen to people that tell you this is how it is. And maybe this is a fucking wake-up call for some goddamn shit, bro. But shut the fuck up and stop listening to your goddamn coaches, teachers, and parents so much. When it comes to school, when it comes to sports, or when it comes to doing shit around the house, yes, whatever they say goes. If you're playing basketball on a game, it's a game time, you're playing for a team, and your coach says, hey, Marsh, it's time to do this play, run this play, blah, blah, blah. Listen to your goddamn coach. Listen to your coach. That is the time to listen to your coach. But outside of that, when it comes to skill development, if your coach don't know, your coach doesn't know shit. He may know more than you. There's so many people who know so much more than me when it comes to philosophy and psychology or anything else in life, video making, cinematography, XYZ. But when you listen, when you solely advise to one person, you become blind. You gain a bias. You just because when they become your teacher, you attach an ego to it. It has nothing to do with your teacher. You attach an ego to it. It's no longer a teacher. It's your teacher. And you want your teacher to be right. You want your ways to be right. Fuck your ego. Throw your ego to the goddamn back. Because I don't have no time for it. We can't be playing with it around these departments, baby. The ego's gots to go, baby. Can we do that? Can we just throw the egos back? Because if you're trying to get better at something, you have to just listen to yourself, follow your own path. one of the epiphanies I had in this last year of my life was basically tying it all in, is that nobody knows shit. Like, I don't know how else to say it, but nobody knows shit, right? I know you want to idolize your parents. I know everything your parents said to you was like, so it made so much sense in the life that you were living. It made so much sense at the time. But maybe you felt this in your life where later in your life, maybe it was college or whatever, something changed where what they said to you, the rules to follow that they said to you, the rules that they said to follow just didn't apply in the situation that you're at, right? XYZ. This is just a super specific one, and like, you can correlate it. If you have, you can correlate this metaphor, right? Don't beat people up, don't be mean, but if all of a sudden you're in the middle of it, you're just walking back from a bar and all of a sudden some people are picking on you, they may be causing some trouble, you know, maybe they start some sort of fight. Fucking fight back. Like what the fuck? Like don't be nice to those people. Those people are trying to rob you, they're trying to hurt you, XYZ, right? That's what I'm trying to say. You can correlate that into anything. People don't know shit. Every time your parents, I love your parents. Your parents are beautiful because they made you, and you're beautiful. Like non-hippie shit. This is the positive nihilist of life. Listen, your parents are so good at something, but they fail at so many other departments, and that's just what it is. So am I. I'm so good at so many departments, but I just fucking fail at just a drastic amount of others because there's so much that can go on in a day. There's so much that a human can learn. There's so much that a human can be. So how can you how can you possibly be everything? Let's use Tom Brady and LeBron James that I use all the time, right? Tom Brady and LeBron James. Let's use sports. Tom Brady is the best or one of the best top 2 or 3 quarterbacks to ever play football in the world, in the history of billions of people who ever existed. Tom Brady's the best. He's not the best golfer. We saw him play against Peyton Manning and those guys and shit, right? He's not the best basketball player. Come on, dude. Tennis player, golfer, blah, blah, blah. Because he had to fixate so much on something, and that's not to his fault. He's the best at this one thing. I think maybe that's all a human being is capable of actually achieving, right? Jack of all trades and a master of none, right? With Aziz Ansari. You are a master of none, or do you want to be a master of something, right? You have to be a master of something, or you also will be, or otherwise you'll be a master of none. Maybe you can be a master of 2 or 3. I don't know. But I know that you can be a master of 1 or you can be a master of none. That's the absolute truth. LeBron James, right? Best basketball player, arguably the best basketball player of all time. If not, I don't care who the fuck you are, he's the best top 2 or 3. Same with Tom Brady, right? Best top 2 or 3. I don't care who the fuck you are. They just has to be. He's not the best golfer. We've seen him do that. Not the best football player. You know, he can do fine, but he's not the best. You know what I'm saying? He's not the best fucking, tennis player. Not the best swimmer. Not the best volleyball player. I bet you they could be pretty good. He's tall as shit, but probably not the fucking best. He's not the best because he had to dedicate so much time towards one thing that he couldn't dedicate times towards this. And even in parenthood, most parents dedicate their lives to 2 things: work or being a parent. Within both of those fucking things, those are 2 different universes themselves. They branch so deeply. It is such a fucking tunnel. There are so many different ways you can go. Like when it comes to parenting, you can be an extreme financial parent. You believe in going to work and providing for your kids, or you go, that's not how you raise a kid. You raise a kid by being around them. I didn't mean to do that as a voice, but there's 2 different types of people. I don't know. You can agree with it which any way you want. Or you can have a parent who's so good at their job, but for whatever reason, they're just not happy. Or you can have the best parent in the goddamn world. The best parent. And you literally could argue with anybody. You'd be like, no, there's no way your parent is not better than me. But your parent drinks every night. Every single night your parent drinks. drinks alcohol every night. Why would you need to drink alcohol every night if you were such a good parent? You took so much meaning and purpose into being a parent. You loved your job, and you took so much meaning and purpose into your job, but for some reason you needed to drink every night. Or if you're like myself, I have no problem talking about the reality of life, bro. Since my junior year of high school, that was 17 years old. I'm now 22. 5 years later, about to be 23, whatever. I've smoked almost every day of my life. Like, I needed something. If it wasn't smoking, it was drinking. If it wasn't drinking, it was XYZ. If it wasn't XYZ, it was ABC. There's something that I need to be in front of me in order to feel like my day was accomplished, or feel like my day, or feel like my reward. I need this external vice. I need this external substance in order to feel like my reward. If you were such a good parent and you believed such meaning and purpose, and if you believed in such meaning and you took such purpose within being a parent, why would you need to drink every night? Why would you need to watch TV and ignore us every night? Why would you need to go to the gym every night? Why would you need to whatever? Why would you need all these different rewards that relied outside of us? These rewards, and it doesn't have to be at night. I am correlating my life upon, which I love to do, is work, then reward. I don't like to do work, reward. Just like, that's why I never liked lunches. I never liked breaks, nothing. Like I didn't know an 8-hour shift, quote unquote, was an 8.5-hour shift. I never knew I was working 8:30 to 5. I was like, why am I working 8:30 to 5? I don't want to work that long. Let me just work 8 hours, bada bing, bada boom. I didn't know these 15, I didn't smoke cigarettes, so I didn't know about these 15-minute breaks and these shit. I literally just wanted to work an 8-hour shift, put my fucking head down, pick my head up after 8 hours, and then be done. Like, that's just how I am. It's probably a sickness. It probably has to do with, like, my addictive, quote-unquote, addictive personality, my inertia. That's what it is. That's what addictive personality is. It's like this inertia benefit, but also a curse, right? So when you really stick on something that's good for you, right, I will plow through it. Like, I don't know if you know about Joe Rogan or Brendan Schaub, but like Brendan Schaub's a comedian, a former UFC fighter, and these last few years he's been recently obsessed with, besides comedy, has been biking, and he just goes so into biking. Like, within a few months, you would be like, wait, what the fuck? Like, his few month progress within biking is like the average person's years, right? And not just physically, like his mentality towards biking and his effort, his energy, his knowledge with biking just exponentially grew within a few months. It was just so fast. He's one of those people that just has that addictive personality, but also we are one of those people that has the downfall of those addictive personalities, is that when we ever start to feel sad or feel bad, we can quickly trick ourselves into that and just start living into that. Like, it's always been that way of explaining depression, how if you've never had it, I've been damn, it's so funny. I'm such a hypocrite. I've been depressed, quote unquote, like 2 or 3 times in my life anyway, right? Depression is basically, I've heard it be explained to this, and I love this way, is that you're trying to see color, but day after day you see gray, right? You try and see the beauty in life, but just like day after day, it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen, and it's just tough. You don't notice that, right? Everything's a slow trickle. Just like you don't notice your weight gain, or you don't notice your weight loss. You eat a bunch of hot dogs and junk food all day, and you really don't notice it. All of a sudden, a month later, you're like, oh my God, I've gained fucking 15 pounds. Or your weight loss, you lose weight. You eat less. You try to lose weight, and you get discouraged because you don't see a quote unquote big weight loss. It's because like shit takes time. Like, day after day, it's such a slow trickle that you don't even notice the change. Back when you were younger, you didn't notice you grew any taller, but all of a sudden your Aunt Missy comes around, Christmas Eve. You're like, she's like, oh my God, you're so tall. It's like getting fucking sprout like a goddamn fucking asparagus. That's what she says. You fucking sprout like a goddamn asparagus, right? That's what Aunt Missy said to you. And you go, wow, have I, Aunt Missy? She's like, oh my God. Yep. Yes. Thank God she's not from Alabama. But anyway, that's what Aunt Missy said to you. And you go, yeah, so you don't notice that slow trickle. But speaking of slow trickle, I didn't notice when I was doing. And so finally, I had all these lights set up and everything like 3 weeks ago. I was going to film another podcast. I was like, it's been too long. You know what you've been doing, blah, blah, blah. It's been such a slow trickle for 5 weeks that you haven't been noticing, but start of week 6, you do notice. And here I am, start of week 8, start of week 9, now doing it. But that's basically the slow trickle I'm at. I don't know if I was coming full circle upon not listening, but a big epiphany that I really don't know where I'm at. I will edit this and be like, God damn it. But I just keep going. I really don't think anyone around us knows exactly what's going on. They just don't. And that's why we see the repeated history all the time. We see repeated history every day. We see repeated history every week, every year, every month, blah, 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 every decade. It's just the same repeated thing, just maybe in a different version, maybe in a different context, maybe in a different situation or scenario. So with that being said, more upon why I want to get back and doing more podcasting. I love podcasting. I'm going to catch up more about that, bro. About what I've also been doing. I haven't just been not podcasting. Dude, I've been making videos, bro. I've been making lots of videos. So funny how I knew nothing about video making when I tried to start video making a few months ago, like for real, because I've been doing video. My neighbor. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, so I didn't know shit for shit. I bought a Canon XA40. You guys, most people who listen don't know what I'm talking about, right? But that's a camcorder. It's not a DSLR. It's not a mirrorless. It's straight up for videos. It cannot take photos. It cannot make stills. I mean, I guess it can make stills if you pause your video, but it's just straight up for that. And I because I guess at that time I was making podcasts, which the big thing about a camcorder is versus the DSLR or mirrorless is they have video recording lengths, meaning you can only record a video on a DSLR for 12 minutes. And then you would have to stand up, walk to your camera, and re-hit record. Could you imagine how many times I do that? I do that 5 times in a 60-minute fucking thing. 5 times I'd have to stand up and be like, oh, sorry, guys, hold on. Let me pause my thought. Bloop. All right, restart. Okay, hey, guys, sitting back down. All right, here's my thought again, blah, blah, blah. How annoying would that fucking be? So that's why I bought it. But I really thought it would be like, and I bought it 4K, so I thought resolution made a big deal. Resolution doesn't mean shit, guys. Resolution means barely nothing. If resolution is your biggest standout upon your video creation, you mean you know very little, and your videos mean absolutely shit because it's just not the truth. Resolution means absolutely nothing, and so does most of all the other specs. You can buy your fucking $3,000, $3,500 Sony S3, Sony A7S3. Say I don't know about their Sony 7S, Sony A7S, but anyway, you could buy the Sony A7S3 for $3,500, or you can give me my iPhone 6 Plus, right, that I've had for 4 years, and I would make a better video than 99.9% of people because of the sole fact that I never knew until now, because I was an idiot. I was a moron with this shit for many years, and I've been trying to do it for years, but I just never knew anything. I never knew that the camera didn't make a big difference. I tried to use my dad's DSLR Nikon. I tried to use his Nikon D3500 for years. I just thought cameras made a big difference, but it wasn't. It's lighting. It's sound. I knew sound made a big difference. I knew these microphones that I'm, whispering in right now make a much bigger difference than, or they sound so much better and have such better quality and clearness and pitch and gain than the microphone on that fucking camera, which I'm going to play right now, right? Listen to this. Ooh, here, guys. Hey, here's the podcast. You like the echo from my room? No, it's stupid. It's stupid, okay? So I knew about that, right? So I started learning. But literally, just the other day for my friend, I can't wait till this comes out. He listens to this, my friend A's, baby. A's, what up, dollar sign? Right? What up, Abe's? How you doing, bruh? How you doing? You feeling good? Right? We're making a music video for a song called The Race, which is gonna come out, I don't know, but it's coming out soon. You haven't heard it yet, but I have. I've been making a music video for it, bitch. He even, talked about it several times, and I kept reiterating that, yo, fuck the camera, fuck everything. The biggest thing within making something cinematic or making a shot shitty to fucking glitty is lighting. It's lighting. Lights is everything. And that's when I first bought this camera and I bought those cheap ass lights because like Tate Wisey started telling me that. Like he started telling me lighting's everything, and I was like, oh, okay, I kind of understand you, but like he didn't tell me as much as I would have seen if I just kept watching so many videos, right? Because then, not to him, like, why would he keep telling me? He's like, yo, lights make a big deal. I was like, yeah, whatever. But then I started watching more videos and blah, blah, blah. I kept seeing more things. I was like, oh my God. Like, and I kept trying things and seeing, why doesn't it look so good? And then I'd shoot something with Tate, and like Tate would change things up. I'm like, why does that look so good? And I'm like, what's the difference? And it's fucking lighting. Lighting is the difference between something serious, between something bad or something seriously good when it comes to camera. And that's why you don't shoot outside. That's why shooting outside is so bad. Controlled environments. That's why all your studios, all of your Marvel movies, I'm sorry guys, you probably should know this, but all of your Marvel movies were shot inside a studio. Because outside would cost so much money, and the lighting from think about this. I shoot this whole shit for like 2 hours, right? From setup to from set down, right? Setup to set down, whatever you want to call it. From setup to takedown. It's 2 hours. I don't care if it's from noon to 2. The sun shifts. If you were just focusing on the sun, all the lighting you had was from the sun, your whole lighting would shift from the entire time you're trying to do it. That's why controlled lighting, or AKA a studio, is such a big deal, because they can always have the exact same lighting. And in movies, they may shoot one scene. You can watch this scene for 60 seconds, but that one scene they may have shot over the span of 3-4 days. And that's why they need the lighting to be the exact same, because day 1 could be sunny, day 2 could be cloudy, day 3 could be rainy. Like, you know what I'm saying? They have to have the controlled lighting environment. I don't know where I was getting off that, but so anyway, I'm getting really into making videos, and I had this music video opportunity with Abe's. I've made 2 ads already for a basketball coaching company, and then a supplement energy company, and I have a third ad coming up for a company I used to work for. Here we go, 360. I think I talked about it last year, actually. It was a podcast I made with my buddy Jose. We made the Laugh and Live Long podcast. We talked about this company, and we talked about how we worked for this company and how it was like, it was a manual labor company that just wasn't our job, but they were my friends, and I did it for them. And here we are a year later, and now they asked me to make a promotional video for them that I'm going to shoot next week. I have 3 tournaments for an AAU, for a Minnesota AAU, the best girls team here in Minnesota. There's some beasts. We got some tournaments in June here. We got the AAU Nationals in Chicago that Nike sponsors in July. And then we have, at the end of July here, we have another tournament, which is another Nationals or another state, whatever it is, qualifier. I don't know what it is. It's not a Nationals, but it might be another state. Anyway, I get to shoot for them, so that's some like basketball highlights, and then I get to make this cool story for them for this next one, because they're an AAU organization, so I'll make highlight videos for specific players, and then overall for the whole summer, I'm going to make this like why play for us video. So it's going to be like this story, this 3 to 5 minute story of why play for this organization and why they're the best. So I get to capture some more cinematic stuff. And once again, lighting comes into play. That's what I hate about freaking shooting sports. I hate shooting sports highlights, because you can't control the lights. The lights stay. But the best thing is it's usually inside a gym, or it's outside at night. That's when you shoot more sports, and the lighting then never changes unless it's at night and the sun starts to go down and the game starts on, and then 30 minutes after the game it's sundown. Because, again, you want the light to stay the exact same. Otherwise, shit completely changes. But that's what I've been doing. That's what I'm kind of focusing on. Once again, starting to point to maybe college is for you. Maybe college is your shit, and I want you to do that. Do whatever is for you. But if my parents didn't pay every single dollar that I had for college, because I wouldn't have went, and they knew that, I would not have went, then I wouldn't have went. Again, I would not have went. Because here I am. My parents spent XYZ amount of money. That good for them. They love. They feel good. I feel good. Whatever. We got it. I'm about to finish it up again. I graduated but not graduated. So, one more month, we'll finish it up. But if they didn't pay for it, I wouldn't have been there. And here I am. They spent XYZ dollars and on a community health degree. And here I am making videos and doing DoorDash for my career. So, I don't know, man. I don't think we know anything, right? Because for my grandparents, it wasn't the thing to go to college. For my parents, it was. For us, I think we maybe go back to my grandparents. I think my parents, the 40 years when my parents were kids to when my parents became parents, right? That 40-year shift was when college was big, and people who are 35 now, maybe college is even big for you, but now we're about the 25-year-olds. I don't think college is that big no more. I think the jobs now are kind of more creative. I think when our parents trying to go to college, it was very systematic. It was very structural. It was organized. It was, blah, 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 get this degree here. You'll start here, entry level. Here's the, the probable wage you'll start with. And upon, how hard you work, 3, blah, 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 5 years, you'll get this raise and this promotion, and then this promotion, blah, 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 X, Y, Z. I don't think that's how it's gonna work. All the people that I went to high school with, that I fuck with hard, that I fuck hard, right? That I fucking want, right? That I fucking feel locked in with. They are doing non-traditional shit. One guy started a media business, another guy started, making music, another guy started his own fucking not construction business, but hardware handyman business, but now he's got people working for him, so he's taking his time. Two friends of mine is just completely traveling. I don't know how they've been making money, but they've been making money these last few years and just been traveling. I got a few other people that have just been doing video or photography, XYZ. So it's just what I mean. In the most respectful way, I love my parents. I love your parents. Your parents are great people, and my parents are great people. They have so much wisdom and knowledge about life that they could teach us, but they don't know shit. And same with you. If you think I do, you're retarded, and if you think you do, stop. We're not. We don't know shit. None of us know shit. We're all just a bunch of dumb dum-dums that are just trying to figure out life on this planet. And that's why I think, taking bits and pieces from everyone is great, but this inspiration, screw it. Anyway, no, not inspiration. I meant aspiration. But just absolutely aspiring to be an individual is just stop it. There's no one that you need to. I'm talking to myself about this right now, right? There's other people who can relate to it. There's no one in this world you need to idolize. There's no one in this world you need to celebritize. There's no one in this world who's perfect. So just stop it. Love the people that admit their flaws, because those people are honestly, in my opinion, the best people, and that's what I try and do. That's what I try to do. I'm not there yet. I'm trying to admit more and more of them. Got a big fucking ego. A little narcissistic. Blah blah blah. But anyway, I don't know where the whole purpose of this podcast was, but I was just glad to get back in the goddamn saddle. Glad to get everything set up. Glad to maybe make the studio look a little bit better. Just look a little bit better. I think it's maybe a little bit more entertaining than it was back in the day. But that's kind of what it is, man. Hey, follow your own fucking northern light, man. Take bits and pieces from everybody else, because shit, man, you're going to learn a lot from that. But, dude, life is so subjective. No one else that you're trying to take advice from or seek inspiration from has the exact same experiences, situations, and scenarios that you've been through. They haven't lived the life that you have, good or bad. So don't solely listen to them. And I learned that, and that made me feel so much better. That We're all just trying to figure it out. No matter how much someone may trick you and make you feel like they got it, we're all just trying to figure it out. And that's really it. Yo, thanks for listening to Marshal Kramer Show, the most serious, silly show. I don't know how serious or silly we were in this time, but until next time, scoop boot toodaloo, and peace out. Take care. And until next time, take care, my friend. I think that's what he used to say.